Hey, Kathy. So hopefully this will help clarify things a little bit. So as I think you got from the book, a normal curve, and I'm a horrible drawer, by the way. Everybody that got like the middle of the road score is right here in the middle of the normal curve. Everybody that did better than normal or average is over here. And everybody who did a little less than average is over here. Anybody that did better than average has a positive z-score. Okay, see how we have a z-score right here of 1.53? Because that's a positive z-score. That means that person did better than the average person who had a score in this class. So how that helps you a little bit as far as looking at the tables. If you click on the first table right here, page 1 that I just clicked on, you'll notice these are all negative z-scores. Those are people who scored less than the average. And again, you can tell because their z-scores are all negative numbers. Okay, right here. So they did less than average. So the person that is being asked a question about in this particular question with a positive 1.53, they did better than average because their z-score is positive. So that means we need to click on this table right here. And again, notice that all of the z-scores here are positive, which means that these people did better than average. So it asked us to figure out the percent for somebody that had a 1.53. Okay, so my writing's really horrible on this. This isn't working. 1.53. So you're going to look at the z-score table, and first of all, you're going to see along here that there is not a 1.53, but there's a 1.5 right there. It's because they can't make a table that literally covers like everything, but they get pretty close. So we've got the table that says 1.5, and then across the top, we're going to look for that third number, which it's a 1.53. So now we're going to look for the 3 right here. So the spot where we get the 1.5 and then the 0.03 that we're going to add is right there, 0.9370. So that is where the book got their percent of 93.7. Because the way percentages work, and again, I'm going to remind you how I got there. So I went to 1.5 right here. Then I looked across the top and I saw 0.3. And I saw where those two spots intersected, which is right here at 0.9370. 0.9370 is the same thing as 93.7%. Because the way that you turn a decimal into a percent is to move the decimal 2 places to the right. So 0.9370 becomes 93.7%. So that means that the person who got that score did better than 93.7% of all the people who took it, which means they did pretty darn great. So now I clicked on the similar example where it said the percent of data is less than z equals 1.79. So it would be great if you would pause the video, try to hit the chart, look and see if you can come up with a good guess for what the percent would be, and then I will get right back to you. Okay, I'm going to assume that you've watched the video and that you tried it yourself. So if we're looking for 1.79, that means we're looking for a positive z-score, which means we're going to hit the second table because that's the one where all of the positive z-scores are. We are first going to look for 1.7, which means we're going to go right here in the table to 1.7. Then we're going to look for the 9 across the top. So we're going to look and see where 1.7 intersects with 0.9. And it looks like it's right there at 0.9633. And remember what I said about turning a decimal into a percent. You move the decimal over 2 places. So this is going to be 90. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I just wrote a 3 there. So it's going to be 96.33, which rounds to 96.3%.